Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Azam Khan and Assalamu alaikum. As we are starting the dot, this is an in this video we will discuss about the growable list. What is a growable list? How do we add or insert the element in the list? Add and how we can add whole list with another list? How we can insert a specific point of the index element at a specific index? How do we insert multiple atom at the specific index? How do we remove a single atom or a list? How do we remove at specific index of the element? How do we remove the last element of the atom? How we remove the specific range to specific range of the atom? How we can update the list? What is a growable list? Growable list, the list is declared without specific size is known as growable list. The size of the growable list can be modified at a runtime. The index of the declare growable list is given. You can see I print that index. I print with the list with an empty constructor var with example1 list example1 is equal to empty constructor. Now this is a new update of the list. We can print like this. This was deprecated. You can see this shows this is deprecated. So I use an advanced method which was not deprecated list, and we can add the element in the list and print that list. Print list example1 print. You can see this element was printed. I put the element 112244. If I now I want to add a single element in the list, so this was a parameterized constructor. I remove the element in the constructor and want to add the element at runtime, as this is a growable list. List dot add. Later I will explain you add all method and what is the difference between add and add all method. You can and run the element. 55 was printed. I replicate this line with multiple time, 2 to 4 time. You can see 4 time 55 was printed. I want to add a list, multiple list atom with the example 1 list atom 1 dot add all. I explain you what is difference between add and add all method. I add a list, another list, seven 8 and 9 print list example 1. You can see once we I put the element at multiple want to add a multiple element through add method. You can see this is a simple list. I was printed here, and once I want to print again and multiple list item with the list 1, then it add the two curly braces with the list. Why? Because once I replaced with add all method, the curly braces was removed. You can see the curly braces was removed. Now I will explain you insert method. Insert method was work like we want to add insert an element at a specific index of the point, then we use the insert method. Insert method Insert method provide the facility to insert a element at specific index or position of the list. We can specify the index position for the value to be inserted in the list. We Before we inserting the element, we specify the position of the list. I add the element in the I want to add insert how insert in I create another. I save my time and your time, and if I create a list another time, the video will be bit more longer. So I save the time and add insert method with this list. Insert method list 1 and dot insert. I specific I change the value 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. After the 7 mean fifth element of the list, I put 6. Sorry, after the 4 element of the index, I want to add 6 and print. I copy this print statement and replay to save the time. You can see after the 4.1 2 3 4 and after the 4.66 was printed. How do I add the insert method? Insert all is the same as insert, but in the insert we add a single element at specific index. Once we are using the insert all method, we add the multiple element at insert all method. I want to add a 0 index and a multiple element 1 2 4 multiple element print statement and run. You see 1 2 3 4 element was printed before at index 0. 0 index was 0, and this is 1 2 3 4. This is a 0 before all the element. This index was 0 and this index was start from 1, and this index was 0. I replace 1 with 1 with index 1. You can see after the 5 the list was printed. 5 was before printed, and then 1 2 3 4 was printed. You see 5 was printed before. After the 5 this list was printed. I want to I do not want before. I want 1 2 3 4 was printed before, and after this list was and then b- existing list was printed. I add the index 0, and you can see my desired result was printed. uh, Now I want to explain you how can I update my list. You can update in the list by in a simple modify simple step or list item 1 at in square bracket. We want to specify which atom was which element was I want to update. So I want to update double 5 with a single 5. This list was 1 2 3 4 5 5 index replace with only 5, and I have copied the statement and run. You can see, sorry, 0 1 2 3 4. I want to 0. I replace again 5 5 with 5 5, and at index 4 index start from 0, and once index start from 0 0 1 2 3 4. This index was the index 5 5 exists at the index position 4, because the index start from 0. Sorry, I replace with, you can see 5 5 was only 5 was printed. In the next method I explain you how we can replace the range from specific index. I explain you this mm, this item was replace range was missed, so in the content list, so I want to add no replace range and add I want to replace 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. From 0 to 7 to 9 I want to replace with a index 0 0. Example list dot replace range start from 6 to 9, and the element was only 0. You can see the list was Sorry, this was a issue with my voice was not recorded, so I replace from 9 to 6 to 9. The 6 to 9 index was 0 6 7 8 9 4 index. Keep in mind, if you want to save your time and save from error, you if you want to put in same index, mean you have put the 4 index, then you put the same element, same number of element here. If you do not put the same number of element, the error was created. You can see I replace with a 4 index, but so error was not printed. Last time once I was practiced, the error was printed. Now I want to discuss with an error. So discuss with the remove statement, how we can remove a specific element at a specific index. I want to remove the list. Want to remove the remove the list object at remove the value 2 from the list, run statement and run the compiler. You can see 1 2 3 2 statement was gone. 2 statement was removed. If we remove the specific index of the element, I want to copy and list 1 dot remove index 1, remove index at the point of index 3. You can see at the index 3, zero, 1, 2, 3, the element was run statement, run the compiler. You can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 at index 3. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. At index 3, 4 exist and 4 was gone. Now print statement. Let's see an amazing thing. What was the amazing thing? This when we are removing 2 point, the 2 was removed, and then we will print a statement. We have a print statement, after the 2. Once I comment all those statements, you can see. If I comment that statement, and comment that statement, also comment, you also comment. Only 2 statement will be printed, 3 and 1, 2, and other one is that. And this list was printed. You can see I will I do not comment because I want to show you full list which was added all the atom, and remove when I remove atom 2 from a list, you can see the index. You can see once I remove the 2 element, mean 2 element, this list was printed. This list was printed where when I remove the index 3 element, you can see 0 1 2 3. The 5 was exist at index 3. You can see before 5 5 5 only single 5 was exist. After the 5 5, after the 4 and before the 5 5, single 5 was removed. That is and only 2 our thing was remaining. One was remove at the remove like we replace or update the list from a specific range to specific range, and remove range was exist. So remove range, I want to remove from range 13 to list, sorry, want to remove range start index 1 to 3 into statement. You can see at position 1 the 1 was exist at the position 0 1 0 1 2 3. I want to remove 3 element at these 3 element I want to remove. You can see these 3 element was removed. So that, and one thing was remove range also done, remove range was done, and which was the remaining, remove last element. Remove last element only you can do like that, print statement and list atom dot remove last element was 99, and you can see the 99 was gone. Once this is all of this. If you have any feedback and suggestion for update myself and update my channel, you put freely. If you have any question and query about this, please put in the comment, and just for your love, and thank you all of this. Allah Hafiz.